Hi everyone, it's Bee here again. I'm back. I haven't been on for probably a few months now, so I just wanted to show you things that I've been doing. I've been trying to get back into my crafting and feel, you know, feel the joy for crafting again. But yeah, so anyway, so this is what I wanted to show you today. I've been doing the January junk journal run by Meg Journals over on YouTube, and I'll leave her link below. And I've really enjoyed doing it, so I just wanted to show you what I'd made, and to maybe do a page with you, and just to show you, you know, maybe my thought process of what I kind of have been doing. And I've been trying to use up, even though it's a junk journal, I've been trying to use up kind of junk things, you know, paper that maybe I haven't used, that have been in my stash for a while. I've been using up some of my Daphne's diary magazines and images out of there and pages out of there. So yeah, so this is my journal for January. I have enjoyed this so much, and I made this all out of envelopes, so different sizes of envelopes that I had to clear out underneath my bed, and in the boxes that were underneath my bed I had loads of envelopes of different sizes, some blank greeting cards that went with some envelopes, so I've used some of those as well, and I've really enjoyed doing it. If I do one, I'm hoping to do one for February as well. I'll show you the process of how I actually made the journal, because it's nearly the end of January now, so it will soon be February. So I will show you how I made it. It's a bit different from other ones that I've done. I've done a couple on my YouTube here that show you how to make the envelope journals, and I really enjoy doing envelope journals because they're so quick, easy. And I think we've all got kind of envelopes, and the paper also with envelopes is quite substantial. So anyway, so this is my January one, and I made it so it's like two of the, I'd say they're quite big envelopes there, aren't they? So two big envelopes joined together, and then this was an image out of Daphne's diary. These were words out of Daphne's diary. This was wrapping paper that I got some presents wrapped up for my husband, so I've used that because it wasn't particularly Christmassy, it just had snowflakes on them. And this was from an advert that was in a Daphne's diary, and then I've just torn the edges, give it a bit more kind of interest, texture. It's even still got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's even still got the sellotape on from the wrapping paper. So yeah, and like I say, I've just kind of done different sizes of envelopes. I've loved the fact that I've done different sizes of paper and envelopes and things like that. So yeah, I love it. I just love this journal. I really, really do. And I just think it makes it more interesting, the fact that I've not just done envelopes that are all the same size, they're all different sizes. So I will give you a flip through of what I've done so far. This is the prompt list that Meg has done, and like I say, it's at Meg Journals. So if you just put Meg Journals in on YouTube, you will find some videos that Meg has done. And to start off with, there was kind of a collaboration with different YouTubers, so you get some kind of inspiration from there. And I think if you put in hashtag January Junk Journal, you will maybe come to a list of journals of different people who've done this January Junk Journal. So yeah, so this was the list, and as you can see, I've been ticking them off. I've been trying to do it in order, and some of them were quite difficult to do. I need to kind of do some of these because I've done them already. You know, like antique, I really struggled with that. I'm not going to lie, I have struggled with some of these, and they are kind of a bit of a tenuous link, you would say. Yeah, so but I've done them and I've enjoyed doing them. So let's start. So this bit here, I hope I'm in focus, and I hope that you can see the whole journal, because when I video, on the screen in front of me I can see all the journal. I can see what I want on my screen, but then when I come to edit, sometimes I don't get everything that's on the screen, and I don't know why. So I do apologise if some of this is now off screen. I shall see when I edit. Yeah, so I started off with winter here. I just wanted something on this cover, and this was a poem that was in one of the Daphne's diaries, and it was about it's about a mum or a parent with their child, and they're driving along, and their child, you know, sees snow for the first time, and it was just that kind of innocence of this in this poem that I loved. And then I found a thing in my stash that said winter. I couldn't kind of, this is also wrapping paper at the back, and then I just put this was little moments, and I just put why I liked the poem and why I actually put it in my junk journal. Let me just see if I can, I don't know if you're getting, let me just see if I can, is that better? I know you're probably not going to get the whole of the thing, but you might be able to see what I'm actually talking about. I think that's probably better, maybe. So yeah, so this was, I'll just move that to there. So I put this at little moments, because I thought, yeah, it's those little moments that we don't appreciate. You know, the first time that a child sees snow, or somebody who's never seen snow sees snow for the first time. And you know, I just thought that, yeah, the little moments. So if it snows, we had some snow in November here, but we've not had snow over Christmas. We've not had snow in January when we normally get snow. Sometimes in February we get snow. So, you know, this poem just made me realise, yeah, it's those little moments that we don't realise. This one was called Positive Vibes, so I just thought I cannot put in my journal, you know. So I took a picture of my test, because I got COVID just after in New Year, and it was positive. So I thought, well, you know, I journaled about it, and I just thought it was quite funny that there was a thing called Positive Vibes, so I couldn't not put that in. This one was called Antiques, and I really, like I said, I really struggled with this one. So and I've not put kind of the prompts in order, so I've not gone from 1, 2, 3. I've just looked at a page and thought, right, I like that for that prompt, or I like that size for that prompt. And some of these bigger pages like this I found really difficult to fill. Some of the smaller pages, like this one here, I found quite easy to fill, so maybe in my next journal I might not do them as big. And then I just journaled on the back of this to say, you know, where these were from, and these are from Antique Papery. They're not available anymore, and I've got them on my laptop as a junk journal kind of kit, and junk journal papers, and you forget about them, so I've just put on the back where they were from. And they are beautiful papers, they really are. So that was that one. This was called New Beginnings, and I took a picture of some of my bulbs that are starting to come up in the garden, and then just put a few washi stickers, found some words, even when it's cold outside, our memories keep us warm, so that's a nice memory. And then I've just kind of journaled about them. This one was called Inspiration, and I've just put a little picture of Anne Brooks, who I found over Christmas on YouTube, and she's a textile design artist, and she's done all these kind of tags, and she's done kind of challenges, so it was really inspiring. And this year I want to get into maybe doing some slow sewing or embroidery, things like that, so I found that really inspiring. And I'll leave a link to Anne's YouTube as well down below. This was for pockets, and this was just somewhere where we went for my husband's birthday, which was in October, so I know it's not January, but I just wanted to, it's been in our kitchen drawer downstairs, and I just wanted to put it somewhere so that I remembered those memories, and it had a little pocket in it there, and it's called the Ivy. It's in Manchester, and it's quite a very nice restaurant, quite posh, so I wanted to remember those. This was Torn Edges, and I just kind of tore a load of edges, and then I wrote the poem, not the poem, the song Torn by Natalie Imbruglia, and I wrote some of the words in some of the actual torn pieces. This was just some stickers. This was 4 stickers, and it's just some stickers that I found. This was called Florals. So on my countertop, on my kitchen, I've got an island in the kitchen. So this is what I've changed for the new year. We did have like kind of Christmas things on there, so I've just put a little floral display in a tray. So I wanted to remember what I'd done after Christmas for this year. This was called Collect Moments, Stamp It Out. So it was just a lot of stamps that, and I've just put, it was a friend's birthday, and she had a party. She was 50, so I just stamped out and put the date in there, and then I've just put some words there to remind me that it was my friend's birthday on that date, and just kept it very simple, and kind of the same, didn't add much to it. This one was Pop of Colour, and I just loved that red pop of colour. This was out of again, this was out of the Daphne's magazine, and then I kept everything else kind of neutral, and then this pops of colour here, this red. Dreamy, again, I didn't really know what to do for Dreamy, but these flowers, which were in the Daphne's magazine, I just loved them. And I've put that, I'm dreaming of spring and all the nice bulbs that are hopefully going to come out and things. This was musical. Again, I'm not musical, but I found this kind of not wrapping paper, but background paper that was in one of my Daphne's magazines. This was some music paper that I had in a book, and then I've just put currently listening to. So I've remembered in January what I was listening to and what I've been, what the music is kind of that I've been listening to. This was handwriting. My handwriting, hand lettering, and this is another thing that maybe I'd like to work on. I've put practice makes perfect, and just stamped a pen and put some stickers and some background colours. And then what was this one? This is You've Got Mail, and so I did a little envelope here, made a little envelope, and I hope this is coming out because it looks like I'm not autofocused. It looks like I'm going out of focus all the time. And this, I love this. Told you so, sincerely, your intuition, and I just love that. That was a sticker that was not a sticker, it was a piece of ephemera that I had put a little peg on it and just decorated it with some other things that I had in my stash. This one was favourite scents, or it said scented, and I did struggle a bit with this one. Then I found some in a Daphne's magazine. I found some tags and a picture of somebody's herb garden that they've got on their windowsill, which is what I want to do this year. And some of these are my favourite kind of favourite scents, so I've just put a little thing that these are a few of my favourite scents. So I like fresh scents, so kind of herbs and coconut and lemons and oranges and pine. They're my favourite kinds of scents. I'm not a vanilla or a vanilla kind of girl, or roses or anything like that. I do like a fresh scent. I've not put anything on these yet, and as you can see, this is how I've done. I've just basically stuck magazines onto stuck envelopes onto each other and pieces of card and things like that. So like I said, in my next one I will show you how I have made this kind of journal. This was called Fabric, and again I've put that I was in, that I want to do embroidery this year. I want to do some stitching. I was very much influenced by Anne Brooke. I've wrote that underneath on there, and all I did was just got some different types of material, fabric that I had in. This was off a panel that we had on the back of our wall that's now tucked down. This was a cushion cover. This was off a blouse that I had. So lots of different bits of pieces there. This was sepia, and I just thought the background was quite sepia coloured, and then I put this big pink. I had a die that I got in a magazine that I haven't used yet, and I quite like this. Came with it. It's time to write the next chapter, and I just thought it was a really good quote for January. So yeah, this was muted, and this was just some bits and pieces that I had in my stash. I'd already done this to put in another journal. I hadn't used it, so I thought, right, I'll use that up. It's raffia, and this was a card I ripped, and then this is the back of a I think this was from a bag that I had, you know, like a bag for life that had gone was getting a bit kind of broken, and then this was the backing from this, and then this is just a piece of card. So very nice muted colours. This was tickets and tags. So this was quite apt as well. I don't procrastinate, I delegate tasks to my future self, and I just loved that because I do procrastinate, I really do, when it comes to my, you know, to my kind of doing things, you know, getting crafty and everything and creating things. So I loved that. That was really funny. And then I've just put on the back of here, excuse me, oh dear, excuse me, excuse me, don't know where that came from, but yeah, try not to procrastinate. I just put on the back of the thing there. This was a quote, and I found this quote here, and this was when I was kind of getting over my COVID and I was feeling a bit tired, so I found this Banksy quote that said, if you're tired, learn to rest, don't quit. So yeah, so if you're tired, you know, and feeling a bit run down, don't quit, just learn to rest. And that's it. And so I've got a few pages, and there's still a few prompts to do here. So yes, that was my kind of flip through already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video, and then I'm going to go and find my page that I want to show you, do some pages with you. I hope you've enjoyed that little flip through, and like I say, I'll come back and show you the next couple of pages that I'm going to do. Hi, so this is the next page that I'm going to do. So this was simplicity. So I have got, in fact it wasn't on that one, it was that one I think. Yep, so I took a picture of this. I got a nice new coffee mug for, I just treated myself, because I thought it was really nice. It was just like a nice white grey mug that's got like kind of herringbone detail around it, and then around the top it's got this kind of bronzy reactive glaze around it, and I just loved it. So I thought, right, I'll take a picture of that, and that's going to be my simplicity, because it is really just a very simple mug. It's not got much on it, but I like it, and it's you know, I liked it, so I bought it. And so I thought the colours of that went with the wrapper. So I had this in the latte Nescafe. I can't say it. Nescafe latte was in this. So, and then I've just put some. This was some paper that the cup. When I bought the cup, the girl on the till wrapped it in. So I thought that was quite nice to put with the cup. And then I've just got this here that I'm going to write on. Some journaling that I'm going to write on about the cup. Excuse me, I do apologise. So yeah, so I'm just going to stick this in, and then I will put the tag with it as well. So that was my kind of, you know, my thoughts behind the actual journaling thing, you know, the prompt, the simplicity. I really didn't, again, that was a bit of a difficult one for me to want to think about, simplicity. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and then I looked at that and I thought, you know, it's such a simple mug, you know, there's no colour to it, it's just this, you know, it's just this one colour. It's been embossed with this kind of knitted raglan, and it's just a really nice mug. It's nothing fancy, but I like it. And then I thought, well, the colours need to be simple as well. I didn't want to put too many colours with it, but I just wanted to add this bit of luxury with this bit of gold in the washi tape, and then the brown paper. And then what I did with the brown paper is I actually scrunched it up and then I went over it with some ink. Just went over, and then the kind of the creases have come out. I did it like with a bronze, a rose gold kind of bronze, so again you've got that metallic kind of feel to it as well. Again, okay, so I'll just stick this in, and then that's that prompt. So like I say, some of the prompts have been a bit, oh, what can I do for that? And I know that when I've watched some of the videos on the junk journal, some people have struggled with some of the prompts, but you know, once you think about these things, you know, they do come together, don't they? I'm just going to take that off so till I stick that down. You know, they do come together, don't they? You just have to think outside the box sometimes and think, right, what can I do? Just going to put a bit more glue on there. So I hope you've all been well. I'm really sorry I haven't really posted since about August or September, and it's just because I haven't felt like crafting really. I might have to put some wet glue. It's like shiny. I don't think the Pritt Stick's gonna kind of stick to that, so I'll put some of this. I don't know if this will stick either, because this is just kind of paper glue. Yeah, and I didn't really feel like crafting much, and then, like, you know, I was going to start crafting at the beginning of January, but then I tested positive for COVID, and I wasn't, you know, I had a bad cold, and it was this Omicron variant, I think. A lot of my family got it. We were together at Christmas, so yeah, so it was one of those, you know, we were together, but you know, we got there. Luckily nobody was really ill. You know, nobody was kind of too bad with it. It was, like I said, it was this Omicron one that was kind of just, I'm going to put some glue on this, that kind of floored you a bit. You had a bad cold, sinuses, you felt tired, headaches, basically just not feeling 100%. So yeah, I was going to do it that way, wasn't I? Yeah, but like I say, I feel a little bit better now. I feel tons better. So I thought, right, let's get back on YouTube and get posting and things like that. And I'm hoping to do a lot more in February. I've really enjoyed this challenge that Meg has done, so I think what I might do, I just need a piece of paper to put the glue on. So I'm thinking of maybe doing some challenges for February from just my own. I haven't sorted anything out yet, but I will do. So yeah, so look out for that. I'm hoping that will be in the next couple of days, so that I can get sorted for February. And I do apologise about the shadow and the lights, because I'm back in my front office again, which is my husband normally uses for his work. It's a Sunday night, so yeah, so I'm hoping that, you know, we can I can get maybe things done in the day. I've had to come back up to my front office because some house is just so cold at the minute. We don't have proper heating in there. It's always just like a fire and an electric fire and electric thing. So yeah, so I just said to my husband, can we put the camera back in the office and things, but I must try and do things when it's lighter, because the light is at the back of me, so it's not good. Enough of me rambling on. So there we go. So that's the simplicity one, and like I say, I will put some journaling about, you know, the cup and what I liked about it and things like that. So yes, that's that one. And then the next one, the last one today for the 23rd, was favourite book. So I think I quite liked it on this page because it had these it had this, it's got these flowers on this side, and the book that, one of my favourite books, I really need, that's another thing again this year, is to read a lot more. I know I said that last year, and I actually did a reading journal last year, and then I didn't do a lot in it. So what I'm hoping to do this year again is to read a little bit more than I did do last year. So yeah, so one of my favourite books, I've got kind of a couple, but one of them is Little Women. I love that book. And then the other one was this one, and I don't think maybe a lot of people know about it. I think I read it about 10 years ago, and it's called The Language of Flowers by Vanessa Diffenbaugh. I hope I'm saying that right, Diffenbaugh. Yeah, and it just sticks in my mind, and that's what kind of got me into flowers and things like that, and appreciating flowers. And it's just a really nice story. It's about a girl who hasn't had the best start in life. I think she's in maybe she's been arrested, and she's, you know, been on, like, in a juvenile kind of thing setting, and then she comes out, and she realises she knows about the language of flowers, because in the Victorian times, when people gave flowers, they meant something. So kind of, if you gave roses, it obviously meant love. If you gave something like carnations, it meant something else. And so she knew about this, and so she used to give flowers to people, and it has really stuck in my mind. I must try and read it again, because I really enjoyed it. So yes, so that was one of my favourite books. And then I found these backing papers from a die cut book. I think it was from the Works or somewhere, and it had flowers on it, and I liked the colours, the pinks, and I thought it went quite nicely with that one. And then there was like words on the bottom of this piece of paper here. I hope you can see this here. So I thought, well, that's, you know, it's text, it's books, and the colours went quite nicely with this as well. So yeah, so I'm just going to stick that one on the opposite kind of corner over here. So that one's going to go up here. Move it across a little bit, I think. I do apologise if I'm sniffling a lot. For some reason my nose has decided that it will, you know, kind of, that's not very straight, is it? It decided that, you know, it'll sneeze, and honestly. So I will, I need to move that up a little bit there. So let me just put that up there. I'm sorry for sniffling. I do apologise. Right, so then I cut these out of some papers that I had. So I just fussy cut them out. Yeah, so this has been one of my favourite books. Like I say, I might try and put that one across, didn't I? That one went across. Sometimes when you do this and then you forget, don't you, what you've actually what you did. I should take a picture really, and then think, right, that's what I actually did. And then I was going to put that up there, because then I can journal around the edges. I can journal down here somewhere about the book. Like I say, I might read it again and then I can remember. I think I gave it to my sister, so she's probably not still got it. I might have to find another copy of it somewhere. And then I just put these other flowers down here to kind of balance, you know, the composition there. And then I'm just going to put, and then I can journal, like I say, I'm going to journal down here. And then I'm just putting the prompt there. Yep, so there are a couple of pages. I hope you've enjoyed, you know, watching and seeing how my process is, and like I say, I know it's a bit late now, and I do apologise. But like I said, I did get my intention was to come on at the beginning of January, but then I obviously tested positive and didn't feel that well. So yeah, so I'm hoping in February to try and get do this again, and maybe do my own prompts, and you know, if anybody wants to join in and along, then they can do. It just focuses you a little bit more, you know. Whether I'll be able to do a full month of them, because obviously it's difficult to keep finding new words for prompts, isn't it? But I'm going to try and have a go. And there's also another couple of things that, like I said, I want to try and do some more embroidery or slow stitching. And I know that this, you know, Anne Brooks has her YouTube channel. So like I say, I'll leave a link below. And there's also, I think it's Roxy's Creations, who's also doing a slow stitching kind of challenge. So, you know, there's quite a few people out there who are doing lots of different things. But yeah, I just thought I want to try and challenge myself this year and get the, you know, do different things. And I'm going to be concentrating more on my journals, definitely. You know, I enjoyed the card making, but it's not where I want to go. I want to do more art and do more creativity, and I love doing my journals, I really do. You know, sometimes you can just, it's just a sticker, isn't it? It's just maybe a stick, a glue book, and you just kind of, I mean, this is really more arty, I presume, and you know, a glue book, but then you are kind of journaling as well about, you know, the pictures or whatever. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm sorry I'm rambling on a bit now, but please, if you are new, please subscribe. Like I say, I'm hoping to be doing more journaling, and making more journals, things like that. And I'm hoping to be doing like I say, some more challenges as well. So thank you for listening today. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications so then you'll get them. And thank you for listening to me today. And I shall see you soon. Bye.